If you didn't already know, the Steam Deck is a gaming handheld PC from Valve that has taken the handheld world by storm in 2022. A lot of people, compare it to the Switch and other gaming handhelds out there, but this is really in its own world. It's not really a competitor to the Switch. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by. In this video, I just really quickly want to just talk about 5 reasons why I love the Steam Deck and why you might love the Steam Deck. I've been using it a lot now. I'm getting very familiar with it, and I thought I'd just make a video really quick to share my experience and talk about it a little bit with it. If you're new here, definitely would appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe. We're a growing channel. We just unbox things. We just talk about some gaming stuff, some tech stuff, and we're a growing channel, so we're doing a lot of different things. Really quickly, if you didn't know, I made a quick video on this hard shell case. It's a beast, so it doesn't even fit in the camera the way I have it zoomed in, but it's a Devazo Steam case. That's my beard here. But getting right into it, right? So the first reason that I love the Steam Deck is the emulation on this thing. So this thing pretty much, like, if you're a 90s kid or a 2000s kid or whatever, you'll love the Steam Deck because it can literally run everything from the Super Nintendo world to Sega Genesis to Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, GameCube, all the way up to PS3. It doesn't really do Xbox 360 that well, but everything else it pretty much does fine. So, I'm a 90s baby. I grew up on the Super Nintendo, the GameCube, PS2, and that kind of stuff. So I was messing around, and I did add some games just to showcase really quickly to show you what I'm talking about. So let's see here. So I'll go to non-Steam. So Diddy Kong Racing is a popular game, right? But I have Nintendo 64. I have some Game Boy Advance games and some GameCube games, right? So I'll show you this one really quick. So Diddy Kong Racing is a classic, right? I went on Retro Game Corp's video. Let me lower this real quick. So Retro Game Corps has a tutorial on setting up Emulation Station, which is basically the software that'll help you install the emulators and get you going playing all the retro games. So if you're interested in that, check out Retro Game Corps' video. All right. So the games run amazingly well on this thing. It's a blast from the past. And yeah, it's amazing, So if you like to emulate games, then this thing is for you. You'll love this thing from that end. Let me close this out and going back. So, all right. Now, the second reason that I love the Steam Deck is just a variety of games, right? Like, just the ability to play all types of games, from 2D remasters like the Final Fantasy games, which are actually about to come out on current consoles like the Switch and PlayStation 4. They're already on here, so you can play those, or you can play even PlayStation Vita games like Persona 4 Golden, which is also a game that's coming out for modern consoles, all the way up to AAA games, right? So like right now, I have some Chrono Trigger on here. I have the Final Fantasy 6 remaster, the Pixel 3D 2D remaster, Persona 4 Golden, got some of the Batman Arkham games. I just haven't installed them. You have all the way up to Stray, which is a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 game. Plays perfectly on Steam Deck, right? So just the ability to play all types of games. It doesn't matter, if it's a game that doesn't take much power or a game that, the AAA game that can only run on modern consoles. The Steam Deck can do it for the most part. And they're doing a lot of work, just getting a lot of games verified and in playable status. So it's a great way to just play a lot of your games or games that you never really had the chance to play and you wanted to get around to playing. So just drank a whole cold brew and I'm like so jittery, but I swear I'm not nervous. All right, so the third reason is, just going into, it's part of my second reason, but it's a reason in its own, is just the ability to catch up on games that I never had the chance to play initially, right? So like Persona 4 Golden, a lot of these Batman games, I remember were coming out during my college years and stuff like that. And the Steam Deck allows me to go back and play those games, because a lot of games you'll hear about are really good and have good story modes, or critically acclaimed, popular for what they are, but you just don't get around to playing them. And having them on the Steam Deck allows you to play them at any time, whether you're on the couch or in your kitchen, you're just hanging out, right? So that's what I love about the Steam Deck. Just all of the different games that you can play. And if you want to go back to the past on some games you missed, you can do that here. All right. And the next reason, my fourth reason, is the sales. Steam Deck, the Steam Deck store always has games on sale. I already have, as you can see, 57 games that I've bought since I signed up to Steam. I got a PC first, and then I got my Steam Deck like 2 months later or so. So I did buy a few games before I had my Steam Deck, and just having the Steam Deck now, I actually have more of a capability to play them, right? Because when I'm in the living room with the family, my PC is in the office. So with the Steam Deck, I can just jump on the deck and pick up where I left off. These are some of the games I have. Like I said, I have 57 games, and I just started buying these games. There's a lot of sales. Every day they have seasonal sales. Like right now it's December, so there's the Steam Deck winter sale, and there's a lot of deals going on there. I might pick one or two things up, but as you can see, I already have a major backlog of games. There's also a Humble Bundle. Like they just had the 2K bundle sale, which was like 20 something games almost for $16. A lot of the XCOM games. Got Mafia, got the WWE Battlegrounds, a bunch of different games. So, like there's really no shortage of games that you can play on Steam Deck. Obviously, you can't play the exclusives, like the PlayStation exclusives and the Nintendo exclusives, but all the third-party stuff, like PC and Steam Deck, you can play all those here, and it's super convenient. And that brings me to my next reason, right? So the convenience of it is just, for me, I'm somebody that's in the living room. I'm not really at my desk all the time to be playing on my PC. I have to move around a lot. I have to do things. So having this form factor here, where I can just pick it up and play it and put it down whenever I need to, is really, really convenient. I'm a new dad, so obviously I'm being a dad. I'm running my business. So yeah, in between those times, I want to just pick it up and play for an hour or 30 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever it is, and put it back down as I need to. So of course I still have my consoles, my PS5, my Switch, and my Series X, but and PC, but the convenience of this is really nice. So, and there's no, like, with the Switch, there's games that are made for the Switch in in a lower, I guess, just capability and frame rate and graphics. You're getting a compromise for games on Switch, like Kakarot, for example. DBZ Kakarot is one of the games I've really been wanting to get into, and I got it for Switch. And I was really disappointed in that one on the Switch, because I noticed how poor the frame rate was and the graphics, especially when I docked it. But on the Steam Deck, it's beautiful. Like this is it's like running a switch on crack. So there's no frame rate drops, and even though it says it's not playable, it actually is. So, but yeah, you know, so it's very convenient. You're not really compromising that much or at all, really, because the Steam Deck is in itself a very powerful machine. So it's convenient where you can take it with you, and you still have the power of damn near a PlayStation 4 in your hands. So it's really good in that way, right? So I actually need Steam friends, so for whoever wants to add me, you can go right ahead. That's my Steam name, Joe McJohnson. My friend code there. All right, so those are my 5 reasons why I love the Steam Deck. Definitely comment below if you have one, or you're planning on ordering one, or you're just waiting for the new one. I'll probably pick up the next one if they come out with a new, or when they come out with a new one, because you know, I already love this thing, and if they make a second version of it, I know I'm gonna love that too. Obviously this thing isn't perfect, nothing is. Probably the biggest drawback of this is the battery life. Depending on what you're playing and how much of a AAA or how powerful a game is, the battery can die faster than playing other games, right? Let's say The Witcher 3, for example, your battery will probably last an hour or two compared to a game like Final Fantasy VI, which is just a 2D remaster game, right? So playing Final Fantasy, my battery will go for 4 hours plus. But if I'm playing The Witcher, that'll go for, you know, the battery life will go for what? Maybe an hour and change, right? Like I said. So yeah, I mean, you can also play with the charger too. That's no big deal just to play with your charger. I bought a 10-foot charger from Anchor and a charger brick from Anchor. So I have no problem there. Honestly, the battery issue is not a big issue for me, just because I only play really in 1 hour, 2 hour spurts at most, probably 45 minutes at most, just because I'm running around a lot. I do play somewhat often, but not to the point where it's like I'll do a 4-hour stretch in one shot. But anyway, that's besides the point, right? So if you like this content, please definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know what you think about the Steam Deck. Are you picking one up? Do you plan on picking one up? Or are you just gonna wait for the new one? If you have a Steam account and you need some friends, I'll be more than happy to add you. I only have 2 friends at the moment, and that's another thing, right? Steam is still growing in that way. Like, it's pulling a lot of console players into their world. So, and I'm one of those guys from this year. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Until the next one, stay happy, stay healthy. Peace.